Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. Today we are going to start the lecture that is laws related to the gases. In the previous one lecture, we have learned that what are the properties of the gases. Now, the scientists just put forward the laws related to the gases. That is mainly related to the properties of the gases. That what is the behavior of the gases. So, there are mainly two laws that are related to the gases. Two laws. So the number one law, its name is Boyle's law, and the second law is the Charles law. So these two laws has been proposed by the scientists, and these two laws are related to the gases. How they are related to the gases? Basically, they are about the behavior of gases, that how the gases are gonna to be act when we apply different conditions on the gases. For example, the behavior of gases towards the pressure. When we apply the pressure, then what happened to the gases? Then it is also related to the volume of the gases. Then what is the effect of change of temperature on the gases and the amount of gases. If we change the amount of the gases, then what will be the behavior of the gas? So the two laws has been proposed by the scientists. Now let's have a look on the first law, that is Boyle's law. So Boyle's law, basically this law was proposed by in 1662 by the scientist whose name was Robert Boyle. The year was 1662. Basically, this was a picture of the Robert Boyle. He described the relationship of the gases, and that relationship was between the volume of the gas and the pressure of the gas. That what is the relationship of volume and pressure of the gas. So he put forward this law. He observed that when the volume of a mass, or we can say that when the volume of given mass of gas is observed, it is having inverse relation with the pressure. What does mean by the inverse relation? As when we increase the pressure, by increasing pressure, the volume of the gas is going to be decrease. So this is the mainly relationship that was proposed by the boys. Pressure and volume have inverse relation. When we increase the pressure, the volume will be decreases, and on the other hand, if we are going to decrease the pressure, then the volume of the gas will be increases. So the main definition that was proposed by the Boyle's law, I'm going to repeat that: the volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to the pressure. And the third thing that needs to be remain constant, here we will keep the temperature as a constant value. Constant value mean there will be no change in the temperature. So this is a simple law that was proposed by the Boyle's. Next we have the mathematical form for the Boyle's law. Mathematical form can be written as the volume is having inverse relation with the pressure. So by removing this proportionality constant, we will gain that volume is equal to proportionality constant K, and we have the pressure. So by rearranging this, we will get K V is equal to K over P, where V is equal to volume, P is equal to the pressure, and that K is the constant of proportionality. We can write KB, that it is related to the Boyle's law. Next, by rearranging this equation, we can get that the product volume into pressure is equal to a constant. So this is the simple mathematical form that was proposed by the Boyle's law. Here the Kb is the constant for the Boyle's law, and V into P, it is the product of volume and pressure, and it is a constant value. Constant value means, for example, if we have two gases and the number one gas is having the pressure P1 and volume V1, then is equal to P2 and V2, and all this is gonna to be happen at constant temperature. We must keep the temperature as constant. So constant temperature, no change in the temperature is gonna to be happen there. So here the P1, it is the initial pressure. V1, we have the initial volume. On the other hand, here the P2, we have, it is the final pressure, and the V2, we have the final volume. So this is the simple relationship between pressure and the volume. So according to this above equation, we can also define it as the product of pressure and volume of a given mass. So we can also define it as the product of pressure and volume of the given mass of a gas is a constant value, provided that the temperature remains same or the constant. So this is a simple mathematical form for the Boyle's law. Okay, next we have its experimental verification. So to prove that law, the experiment must be going to be happen over there. In this picture, you can see that we have the cylinder number one, and here we have the cylinder number two. Here, the volume of the gas is high, and for example, here the pressure we applied, it is 760 torr. But on the other hand, in the cylinder number two, the pressure has been increased from 760 to, for example, 470 torr. When the pressure is going to be 1470 torr, then the volume of the gas decreases. So this is the simple verification about the Boyle's law. When the pressure is going to be increased, then the volume of the gas is going to be decreased. And when we decrease the pressure, then the result is the volume is going to be increased. Now why this is going to be happen? The main reason is this: gas molecules are far apart from each other. They have large empty spaces. So they have large empty spaces between them, and when we apply the pressure, by increasing the pressure, the molecules or the particles come close to each other, and in turn the volume in them will be decreases. So for example, here are the gas molecules in the cylinder, and here the pressure is less. But on the other hand, when I'm going to increase the pressure on it, the molecules will come close to each other. In turn, their volume will be decreases. So this is the simple experimental verification of the Boyle's law. Next, we have the graphical representation of the Boyle's law. The Boyle's law can also be represented with the help of a graph. And in this graph, we can see that the relationship is between the volume and between the pressure. When the pressure is going to be decreased, the pressure curve is going down, then the volume is going to be increased along x-axis, and here the pressure we have along y-axis. So this is a simple relationship that has been given by the Boyle's law. In this we obtained a curved line, and that curved line is showing a inverse relation between the volume and pressure. So the relationship is volume is inversely proportional to the pressure. So this is a simple relationship of volume and pressure that has been proposed by the Boyle's law. I hope you guys understand about this. And if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon. And our next topic is the numericals related to the Boyle's law. So let's have how we can find the unknown volume and unknown pressure for the given mass of a gas. So keep learning, and Allah Hafiz.